Alright friends, welcome back to more Dwarf Fortress. So bad news, good news. Good news is that the save was not corrupted. Bad news is Jackson is still dead. In fact, Jackson is so dead he has actually rotted away, and all we have is his rotten corpse hanging out here. Lovely, and we're still waiting for our area to be kind of prepped for his burial. I went ahead and tried to make a stockpile for our mudstone so that people can like maybe just grab mudstone and build down here. It's a bit of a crap show, like I said at the end of the last episode. So my apologies. Things are going to go in a little bit off the rails, but we will recover as always. Now, as I mentioned at the end of last episode, I think we're going to just slow it down a bit right now. We're going to spend this episode just kind of watching some dwarves. I hope you don't mind that. And if this is a super boring episode, my apologies. But we're going to kind of just watch what our dwarves are doing and try to identify where we can make improvements. Man, our furniture stockpile is rocking right now. Look at that. Crazy. We could actually have an entire floor dedicated to furniture. And then maybe another floor with just random other stuff. Yeah, we have tons of miasma because Jackson is literally stinking up the place right now. Hey, the floors are looking clean, though. We've almost got all this stuff set up. There is our outpost liaison from home. Nicely done. Congratulations. Welcome to our fort. Nope. Sorry, you can't speak to Jackson. Wait, wasn't Jackson a noble? Nope. We had moved him away from the manager role, I thought. Whoa, tons of visitors all of a sudden. That is something that I wanted to do, was to kind of revisit the tavern, because I don't think it's working as intended, although you guys are kind of just socializing. Whoa, this is cool. Interested after watching a performance. Nice. Still socializing, though. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We might break our tavern for a minute, but I think I need to redesignate some stuff, because something's not quite right. People should not be using these bedrooms, because it's not... It should be a bedroom for... sorry, it should be a bedroom for the rough fruit. Chest, dance floor, rented rooms. Yeah, 6 out of 8. Oh! Actually, I think people are renting our bedrooms. Even the people in our own fortress are renting our bedrooms because they don't have a room to sleep in. Well, guess what, my friends? We're about to fix that. Let's go ahead and go into zones, bedroom, multi, and boom, 20 new bedrooms are ready to go. Oh man, our population's now at a very noticeable 29 after Jackson's untimely departure. Oof, that's rough. Nothing but oof here. Alright, can I finally put a flippin' door in a couple of places? Mudstone is love, my friends. Mudstone is life. Trying to find the right color, but it's really not working for me right now. I don't want these like blue and red doors going into the freaking vault area. Alrighty, our liaison is here. They want to talk about stuff, so they're going to give us some intel. I don't know if right now is the best time for us to think about stuff other than maybe alcohol. When in doubt, please bring us alcohol next year. I think that's all I'm going to ask for. Just alcohol. Next year they want some leather water skins. Fair enough. Are you all here yet? You are not here yet. Man, we haven't even cleared off the counter. Like, we still have a ton of stuff to go store. Where are y'all at? Where's your... Oh, do we get an actual trader with a cart? With a wagon? I'm really disappointed that I don't have wagons right now. I'm beyond disappointed that I made this giant entrance and there's no massive wagons coming to visit us. All right, the friends are here. They've got all sorts of goodies. I'm going to go ahead and just queue up some random bins to go get stockpiled. Bins, bins, bins. Yeah, we'll show you some of our gems as well. I'm going to bring the... Well, cloth would not be clothing. What would... You know what? I think I need to bring an armor bin. That's the leather bin. Ah, there we go. Armor bin. Let's grab the armor bin because I think that's where our recent military items would be. And I remember I have an order somewhere for a ton of helms or hats or something. God, we have so much stuff. There has to be a better way to organize this, too. I hate that it's by, like, the type of bin. I guess I could say headwear instead. Iron cap. Really? After all that, I only made one iron cap. That's super awkward. Well, we are going to charge up the wazoo for that single hat that we made. How are we doing on the underground area? Lovely. We almost have it all walled off. Almost so close. This might work. As soon as this is walled off, I think this zone is going to be secured. There we got a stray horse to replace Mama. Mama horse that died. Rip. Oh, what a mess. You know, this fortress started off hot and exciting and super fun, and it's going the way of my normal fortresses, to be honest with you. It's starting to go downhill really quick. How are we doing on meals, by the way? How's the food situation? I think we're desperately in need of barrels right now. And storage. All of my alcohol has gone missing, but I think it's all downstairs. Yeah, all of it's being stockpiled in here. Where do people go if they want to drink? Does anyone want to drink right now? Cool. You are in fact going to the hangout area. This is a dining room? Is that making the difference between why people go here to drink? Euphoric due to being alive. Oof. She was alarmed, reliving the time she saw the dead body. Oh, no. His body has been there forever. God. Somewhere, Jackson is rolling in his dwarven sky fortress. Can I go ahead and make this tomb now? I don't think so. Yeah, it's still gonna select the whole room, I think. Oh, you know what? Silly. I need to install some actual tombs here. All right, let's get some burial things in here. Our Kaolinite burial chambers, coffins. Got another stray dog all ready to go. Nice. Yeah, we just need some time to work on like all of our crazy work orders. So much stuff just queued up and waiting. And by kind of just slowing down and taking our foot off the gas a notch, we hopefully can maybe just make everything a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more organized. And one of the things about having a dedicated fort where people had different roles was that things got done a lot smoother. Like, you know, like right now, Alice is the only stone carver, right? And then Jade is the only person doing carpentry. So that part of it is probably pretty straightforward, but when everybody does everything, I think it's kind of slowing things down a lot. So I think we're going to have to go back to the dedicated space thing. So Aroea did turn into a lovely, competent furnace operator. This means that you are assigned to a specific workshop already. Do we have one? Did I miss that? What is Aroea? You are a competent furnace. Oh, you're a weaponsmith. Are you our weaponsmith? Did I completely forget about that? Nessus is the weaponsmith. You are the general metalsmith. I mean, that's okay. I think we can actually assign you to both of these things. You'll just be like the metal guy. You make bars and you make random toys. I suppose chains, bolts, things like that. Sure, why not? I assume we're not doing anything because we're out of charcoal. And anytime we make charcoal, it's pretty much immediately going to get smelted. All right, we're going to shut down the smelters for a bit. We do need to keep making charcoal, but I think for the moment, we're just going to hold. We're going to stop everything. I think it's about time to just, let's put the brakes on all of our equipment, all the iron stuff. Let's hold off on charcoal. Let's cool it on the chain, the bolts. We actually almost finished the bolt order, I think. And the crossbows. We'll let that finish up. Or maybe that means we've only made 1 out of 10. That might be the case. Let's go ahead and cancel that. We'll come back to it. Everything else is kind of at the appropriate area. Yeah, we just started to find meals too. We only made 1 iron cap. We have no animal traps. Okay. Metalsmithing is closed for today. Thank you very much. There we go. There is, I really need this one single wall, and we can actually make this area a tomb. I bet this is not going to be able to get delivered. All right, can I turn you into a tomb, please? Just this. Not enclosed. Goodness gracious. Have to wait for all these walls to be delivered. I'm still surprised that... Like, I feel like I didn't do this right. Can we... Is there a help file about taverns? Locations. Zones where your citizens gather when they're not working or taking care of their needs. Zones can be assigned to locations. One meeting area is sufficient, but locations can span several zones. Okay. Taverns are where your residents gather to drink, socialize, tell stories, and dance. To have a functioning tavern, you must have a stockpile with booze in it, close by. They also like to drink from goblets, cups, or mugs. Okay. These must be stored in chests or coffers. Optionally, you can place tables and chairs where your residents can eat. Okay, we've got that set. You may also leave a cleared space in your tavern will become a dance floor. You can also choose to assign performance and tavern keepers. And we can allow outsiders to visit. Okay, we kind of got all that. Chests and coffers can also go into temples. Good to know. Hospital needs to have a bed. Gypsum plaster powder. Soap is necessary to prevent infection. We do have our chief medical dwarf, but I bet he's rusty as all get out. And something about attraction bench. We'll come back to libraries and guild halls a little bit later. What if it's it might have to be a dining hall instead. So what if I designate this as a dining hall? Nope, I don't want 2 dining halls. Why are there 2? Why is it making me 2 things here? Where's the separation at? Alright, we are going to have to cancel this little party. Sorry. Sorry to anyone who's having a good old time. Got it. Whoa, somehow this wall managed to become one of the rooms here. Crazy. Alright, no zones in this area. Everyone's going to get really upset and probably like freak out and leave. Let's go ahead and go to the places and then locations. We don't have any locations. Got it. So, dining hall. This is our dining hall. The whole thing is our dining hall. Why did it create 2? I think it's this. So, okay, let's do this, accept it. And I think all we need to do is delete this really weird thing that just got auto-created. It's just so freaking bizarre. I think it's stacked on itself. So this entire thing is now a dining hall. Okay. I can assign this, I think, to the rough fruit. And then we'll go back to what we did before, which was to make a bunch of bedrooms. So all of these will become 8 bedrooms. Got it. And then I assign all of these to the rough fruit. What a great name. I'm trying to remember any of the inns in Skyrim. I'll be darned if I can't think of a single inn. I just robbed all of them at some point or other. Alright, all of these are now assigned to the tavern. Did everyone freak out? No, they all kind of just hung out. So I'm curious if they're going to eat now. Now you just... Okay, you grabbed a mug. No, you've got an amulet. Why are you crying? Oh, you're a child. Of course you're going to be coated in tears. Of course you are. So it did include the alcohol. I mean, do we need to also make this a meeting area too? Will it freak? It is overlapping. Can I assign this to the rough fruit? Does that break it? Overlapping the rough fruit. Let's just be... Yeah, this cat is crazy. Let's be doubly sure. Uh-oh. A lot of people are leaving. I don't want people to listen to the story in the random hallway. Okay, let's do this. Let's make a door here. We'll make some nice, beautiful blue doors. The blue room is for sleeping. All right, a couple of blue doors here to separate the main area from the hallway where you can go rent a room, because it's a little bit awkward that people are hanging out in here. Okay, so we're still telling stories. It's just weird to me that no one is drinking. As far as I can tell... Ah, hang on. Here we go. Finally. Serving dwarven wine. So you're going to come over here and give them wine. Ah, I think something's actually happening now. You're grabbing wine. You're delivering wine. You're going to sleep. I love that they're just like, nah, man, this bedroom is mine. I'm the tavern keeper. All right. We did actually, in fact, get a migrant wave. Lovely. A little small migrant wave to honor Jackson, of course, I'm sure. We have a few new dwarves. 4 new dwarves have joined us. We've got Nil here, a peasant. Oh, she is a competent swords dwarf, though. That's pretty good. What kind of combat skills you got? You're competent, and you have a good memory. Not really super helpful for combat. We have another fishery worker. Well, kind of not really. You are a fisher dwarf, though. Tell you what, immediately, you are going on the fishery list. Novice, fisher dwarf, novice, fisher dwarf. All of you can, like, rotate. Some of you can fish, some of you can turn fishies into food. How's that sound? You are a stone crafter, accomplished stone crafter, and a proficient miner. Ooh. Might want to go ahead and grab a pick at some point for them. One more time, checking on our attempt at a... Goodness gracious. This thing is never going to get built, I swear. I need this I need this center to be done. All right, now you guys can get to this corner wall. Otherwise, they normally are not able to build it. I'm also going to have to suspend this so they can build this one first. Wooden bins are complete. Lovely. Okay, our doors are done. Can I finally... Let's delete this. This actually kind of took the right layout. And then... This is so weird to me. Half and half, maybe? Like, this is a meeting area. And then maybe this is the dining hall? It pretty much at everything. We assign both of them to the rough fruit. I think both of you are assigned to the rough fruit. Yeah. Unnamed dining hall. Unnamed... Hang on. This is all sorts of crazy now. Delete this, delete this. We have the bedrooms, right? Those are all assigned properly. I just feel like it doesn't... I don't know why people aren't sitting and drinking. Let's just try this one more time. One big meeting room. I am trying to include the alcohol. Assigning this to the rough fruit. Okay, everyone should come inside. There we go. At least they're not going down the hallway. That's a plus. Outpost liaison is hanging out. You were eating. Yeah, okay, you are serving wine. Maybe we're just not noticing it. Okay, that's fine. So we are serving wine in here. It is accomplishing its task of getting dwarves drunk. Always a huge plus. Jackson's body is so rotten at this point. It's not even stinking anymore. It's just bone. Oh no. That's so bad. Look at all the meals that we've got just hanging out too. Tons of meals that we need to get stored in the prepared meal area. We do need a little bit more space, I think. I know I said I'm not going to try to do a whole lot this episode. I do think, though, that we're going to need... You know what? We could make this entire thing a massive furniture warehouse. It's like that, the pop-up mattress warehouses that you always see. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit more of this area cut out. And we're going to go ahead and cancel this so we keep our cool corners. All right, so we're gonna mine all this out. I need another place to store stuff. I think we also need to go ahead and mine out some more for storage for inputs. We need more of a stockpile in our input side, because right now it's just not quite cutting it. So we'll get a little bit more space here. That takes care of that. Maybe just one corner of this area will be relegated to not, like, 3/4 of this will be furniture, and the rest of it will just be other items. Oh my gosh, is it finally enclosed? Can I make the tomb? I think I can do it. I can. This is so awkward. There we go. This is Jackson's tomb. Exo, or whatever the heck this means. Formerly male, now deceased. We are unable to cook any more meals. We need unrotted cookable items. Let's go ahead and close this down. How do we have... Oh, all the meat and fish has been turned into food. Fair enough. Okay, we are almost done with the Jackson tomb thing. Then I'm going to split it into 2 separate tombs. And maybe we can just ignore this area for a hot minute. Please don't tell me he's buried here. Okay, no. Cancel this. Cancel this. Hey, there we go. Jackson's skeleton has been placed into the storage area. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. That took so long. But now, my friends, his spirit can finally rest, knowing that it has a home here in our future vault. He understands that this fortress was, you know, constantly being constructed. I don't think he's going to be terribly offended that it took us a while to properly bury him. We need to get rid of this Cowlinit stuff. More stone storage. Eternally more stone storage. I normally don't like to mess with quantum stockpiling. I almost think we kind of have to, though. How could we do this? All of these areas are going to eventually be dug out. So what if we... how about if we do this? We could wind up making a channel up, 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 like that. So there's just a hole everywhere. And then this channel comes down here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to try the quantum stockpiling. And I'm basically going to give a dump order to everything I can see. And we'll just kind of see if we can get rid of some of this stuff and get it in one place, as opposed to people trying to carry it everywhere. Oh, we're finally getting a bunch of wood. This is nice. All the dwarves are coming outside in order to secure some wood. I'm a little bit worried. I mean, it's still only the second year, right? This is year 101. We do need to start putting some focus into the military at some point here soon. Lots of grumpy dwarves. Really need to get this religious area set up. We did get the tavern, though, so that is a plus. The tavern is good, so dwarves have a place to socialize. I'm a little surprised nobody has started a fight. That used to happen all the time. Whenever we had a tavern, dwarves were always fighting in the tavern. So I'm kind of surprised that we just haven't had a random fight break out yet. All right, there's our hole in the ground. So what I'm going to do is make another dumping zone here. Can I go above floors? No, it has to be like per floor, I think. Okay, your zone can only be like one zone per floor here. So garbage dump, accept, dump. I don't think I need to do it on each floor, to be honest with you. So if we've got the garbage dump set, if I come in here and I say dump all of this, what does it do? It will choose to dump the stone and thankfully not the furniture. Cool. So we're going to choose to dump everything that is not bolted down. I think it grabs someone's drink here as well. Shouldn't have put your drink down, buddy. You put your drink down, you lose your stuff. All right, so that's all going to get dumped. Lovely. We need to get rid of remains. I see a lot of animal remains, too. Ignore, gather refuse, no, we gather refuse, we dump corpses. I want to remove vermin, though. Like right here, a little tiny rat remains. Why don't we dump the remains of a rat? Where is that in the labor tree? Yeah, that's very strange. Okay, we're going to set this to dumping. Again, we can reclaim all of this too. So even though this stuff is kind of useful, it's not like it's going to be forever gone. So I'm going to, well, I don't really think I should do anything with this giant room because all of this stuff is going to get more and more stone. So let's get rid of all of this layer. This layer is pretty much almost cleaned up. Same thing for up here. There is just a wee bit more stone that needs to be dumped. I know I'm grabbing ore. I'm not terribly worried about it because, again, we're going to reclaim this stuff at a later date. I just want this off the floor for a bit. All right, good enough for army work. Take care of that. We can make stuff out of the clay, right? I wonder if that's why. Maybe it's not one of the available stones. Kaolinite? It is an available stone to work with. Okay, so we can make kaolinite. Yeah, I just think we've been expanding so fast that no one's really had the time to kind of do anything or catch up. It's been a running battle the entire time. As soon as this wall's done, I am going to... Hang on. Resume this one. Suspend this one. We need to make this little wall here first. And then I'm going to see if I can separate the tomb. And after that's done, I'm curious if we're going to be able to bury the dog. I know it's not the most critical thing in the world, but these are the things I think about, you know? Can we bury doggos? I wonder if we should actually add a dining room and then like leave like the socialization room separate. That could be kind of interesting. I appreciate that the cats are killing all the rats in the world. That is quite nice of them. Masterpiece larch bin has been created. Lots of rock mugs created. Lovely. Merchants have... Did I trade with the merchants? Did I forget? I might have gotten so wrapped up in stuff that I didn't trade anything. I think I actually completely forgot. That's okay. Oh, this is pretty. It is mid-autumn, so the leaves are turning, as you can see. This used to be a bunch of, like, commas and periods and other ASCII art, so it is a nice change of pace to have the visualization here. You know what I made ages ago? I think I set an order to make chains. Did we not make chains? I think I did, but I thought I put them over here and they're gone. How about I try to build some ropes and chains here? Let's put one right here. And we're going to put another one right here. Rope and chain. Awesome. Again, this is going to be for kind of our first layer of Doggo Defense. Somebody has been possessed. Another child? What? Why are the children becoming so possessed? What is wrong with you children? You've already claimed something, haven't you? Are you the child that's possessed? You look like you're possessed. I love that the children in our fortress are apparently spawns of demons of some sort. All right. We are going to take a quick peek at our animal list. How many dogs do we have left? We did lose our other dog, which was super sad. We have another dog. How many puppies do we have? I don't want to... Yeah, we have a lot of puppies, to be honest. I can't remember if you've got a dog... Oh, this is owned. I actually cannot train you. If you have a dog that is on a chain, can it mate? That'd kind of be my random question. Or is it just like, if there are two different genders of dogs, can they... or dogs of different sexes, can they just reproduce? Is that it? They should turn into a war dog after... Elaith gets done training. The training takes like 5 seconds. It's like sit, stay, completely maim and kill. Good job. There, exactly. All right, we're going to try to assign our war dogs. Why can't I assign my war dogs here? There it is. There's one war dog. And then... I think the problem is I just can't read. Are you the same war dog? We'll see. We'll see if puppies get assigned here or not. Now, interestingly, if you've not played Dwarf Fortress before, there is a pretty in-depth lever system. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I think this was the same dog. So, the dog is now removed from the list. I think because... Are you the male or the female? It's really weird that that there's no indication that you've already got this dog on a leash, on a chain. I think if Kif has a dog assigned to him, which he does, it is not available for training or assignment. I think it's the same war dog. If I move this dog from here to here, we're going to get our answer. Holy crap, what was that? This foal just yeeted away from everything. We should check the animal list, by the way. Oh, hold up. What's coming up here? Overcome by terror. Why are you freaking out so much? You are also, I think, overcome with terror. What is fighting what? What do we have? Is it just an eagle? Eagle! Bunch of mountain goats over here on the side of the map. That's not the problem. There is an eagle. Is it directly above us? Not kind of. What are you terrified about? I have no idea what's fighting what here. Is it... I hope it's not the slug. I don't think you're afraid of the slug. Yeah, the animals have kind of... I think the eagle dove down and messed with them a little bit. All right. Thankfully, our child has begun their mysterious construction without anything from us. Whoa, what happened here? Lots of alerts. Eneth has created Kadal Rigoth, a bituminous coal amulet. Oh, that's disgusting. She has offered it to our lovely fortress. So, oh, this is kind of cool. The object menaces with spikes made of coal. On the item is an image of a horseshoe crab in coal. On the item is an image of Tobel Oakidloved, the dwarf, and somebody else, the forgotten beast. Ohid is striking down Tobel. Oh, that means that this is the story. This is so crazy. This is what I was talking about before, where your lore gets, like, in history here. So in the year 76, the forgotten beast, Ohid, struck down Tobulus, the name I always use, so yeah, kind of hard not to pronounce it, Tobel Okerloved in Moonmirred, the Dutiful Teeth, in the mid-spring of 76. During the rampage of the forgotten beast, Ohid. Why do you know about this? So somewhere, this child has learned about that story from his parent, somehow, and has then decided to make a bracelet depicting horrible death out of coal for some reason. Oh no, oh no, something collapsed at the surface. Oh, please stop dying, please stop dying. You know what, I don't think anyone got smacked here, unless they're actually under something. Okay, I think it's just logs here. This is stressing me out, guys. I don't think I can deal with another death this fast. Who the hell are you? What are you doing? Are you stuck here? Hello? Are you floating? Oh, I think this is a ramp. I think they're just standing on the ramp. This is so weird. Can you get down? This is an upward slope. Yeah, you're standing on the slope. I think you can get down. You're just not doing anything, I guess. This is weird people, man. All right. So, something has collapsed. We've checked on that. Child has canceled their mood. They made a fancy thing. We have a stray war dog. It's raining. Something collapsed. And we have a reindeer cow. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Let's update our animal list to make sure any of the new critters have been added. Oh, yep, they actually have. Do we have any more dogs available, or did everything... What does this symbol mean? Assign this creature for work... Oh, to work for a specific person, yeah. Yep, we have no more other animals that can be trained as a war dog. Either way, this is actually still kind of nice to have an animal, because look at how much they reach. So if both dogs are at their limit of their cage here, we would be able to like catch a goblin trying to sneak in to steal our stuff. That's pretty much the goal, is to prevent anyone from sneaking in. And as I was trying to mention before things got crazy, is that the game does have a pretty advanced like lever system. So I could have a lever right in the middle, and normally you put a lever where people aren't doing much, so like a socialization area. And if I needed to release the dogs, I would link that lever to both chains, and then the dogs would be freed to go chase down and, you know, murderate whomever. So that could be kind of entertaining. I do like the idea of creating like a puppy army to slaughter our enemies. There we go. Things are starting to get a little bit more organized now. Look at that. We've got stone picked up and thrown away. It does look a little bit weird with all the different types of wood. Maybe I should standardize the wood we use, or the stone and stuff. What do we have for stocks? How are we doing on our... What kind of stone do we have? We don't have like a huge amount of one particular type. Yeah, we do have a lot of mudstone. I do like the mudstone, though. That could be interesting. What if I choose to only take mud... Oh, it's already filled up. Well, at least they've caught up a little bit, though. That's nice. Okay, we're going to come back to our tomb thing. I hope this doesn't break anything. We're going to break this, remake it as a tomb for Jackson. Now, if I do this, will it make 2 separate tombs? It did. It did make 2 tombs. Uh-oh. One of them should be Jackson. Okay, great. Oh, we can assign dogs to these. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, it's been ages, but we are finally putting our warrior poet puppy to rest right next to Jackson. Even though they were unrelated, it warms my sad dwarven heart that we can at least put our puppy next to a friend. All right, that's wholesome. That's wholesome AF. All right, what else do we need to take a look at? I was trying to get things organized. I think the dwarves are catching up a bit, which is nice. So let's talk about efficiency. Make sure nothing's on fire outside. Everyone's happy. I'm not going to get distracted by new creatures coming into the map. A guest here with no... Are you stuck, though, madam? Do you need help? I'm going to make a stairwell. I'm not entirely convinced they can get down. So I'm going to build some stairs up to this person. Just in case they're stuck somehow on some kind of weird invisible ramp that can't get down. In terms of efficiency, let's take it one step at a time. So, bedrooms. I think we have 40 bedrooms, which is lovely. Meaning we have enough beds for everyone in the fortress. And since a lot of people couple up, we should have spare bedrooms to go around. So if we take a look at the Places tab, we should see a lot of empty bedrooms. In fact, we do. Lovely. And then there are the bedrooms inside the rough fruit as well. So, the bedroom area is good. Food stockpile is starting to get empty, but that's because the food has been prepared. So what I want to do now is say I want prepared meals here. And let's make sure that we take the prepared meals from the prepared meals stockpile. Perfect. And then this is going to be the level 1, let's see, quarters, L1 quarters food. And then next to it, unsurprisingly, I'm going to rename this as L1 quarters drink. I think this is where drinks are brought. Ooh, I messed it up. That's fine. None, no big deal. And we are going to take... I think I stored too much stuff in the one place, in the tavern. Let's continue to take from the booze stockpile. So this is now correct, right? I think so. And then in the tavern, I'm actually going to cut it back just a notch, because we have a lot of storage for alcohol in here. Are we low on drink? We are kind of low on drink. We do have a lot of seeds. Are we continuing to plant? It is autumn, but we don't have any more plump helmet. There's no plump helmet to be had. What kind of seeds do we have then? Excuse you? What's the deal with planting? Who's our planter? Oh. Oh. Well, that's why. Congratulations. Everyone's going to plant. Somehow, our OG planter... Who was that? Was that Jackson? Who's our farmer? Yasha. For some reason, Yasha got removed from her old job of planting. Okay, that's fair. Things happen. Well, this is why we're going to take a nice, slow look at things. So, Yasha is now... Well, everyone is going to help plant, because now we just have to catch up. So once this field is full, I will go ahead and enable the other fields to catch up as well. We should be fine. We're still way ahead of the curve in terms of drinks and food. That's no big deal. Although I think... I mean, if people can't drink in the quarters level, they're just going to go downstairs and drink downstairs, which is not really a bad thing anyways. So, yeah, no big deal. Hey, let's finally mine this out, by the way, and make this like a temporary hospital. Just a preventative hospital. Just trying to think of that in advance. Okay, next up, efficiency for the crafting area. Right. Well, our stockpiles are getting cleaned up. What kind of wood do we have? Do we have like one style or breed or species of wood? Where the heck do you see wood at? Is it logs? It is logs. Okay, pecan wood. We have a ton of pecan wood. And pecan wood looks like what? A little bit reddish. Fine. Here's what we're going to try. We are going to remove the old stockpiles. Make newer, better stockpiles. Oh, hey. I just realized I can kind of like multi-paint here. Interesting. I don't think I want to have... Yeah, it's going to be a different area, though, so it's not the same type of stockpile. So you are a stockpile. Again, you are the stone stockpile. But this time I'm going to try only grabbing mudstone in this particular stockpile. This is a mudstone exclusive. Over here, we're going to do kind of the same for wood. We are going to do pecan. Oh man, I want pie. We're going to do pecan trees. I think that's what we want. Pecan tree wood. So here's my theory. I kind of want to start standardizing some of our furniture. Especially now that we've got Jade, who is like the master carpenter, and we've got Alice, who is a pretty decent stoneworker. A lot of the furniture is going to start becoming very high quality. So I think I might start getting rid of some doors that are just super awkward colors. Is that wasteful of me? Maybe. Let's clean up some of the stockpile stuff as well. Remember that I said we were going to redo and add to our furniture stockpile. So I think we can just expand the furniture stockpile like this. We have a lot of furniture that needs to be stored. Great. That's going to be our crazy big furniture stockpile. And then what we're going to do is just make a few other things. So stockpile here, here, here. So I'm thinking weapons, armor, ammo, because we're going to have more ammo than not. Any kind of extra bars that have not been included. We don't really have coins yet. I don't think we do coins until we get gold. But I'll make a coins stockpile. Both coins and coil somehow. A finished gem stockpile. Oh. No rough. Cut. Okay. I'm going to come, just because on the heels of that thought, I'm going to come over here to the gem stockpile and only allow rough gems here, just to separate out some intake versus output. All right. And then, is there anything else that we want to stockpile here? We don't have sheets. Our leather goes a different location. Clothing is a finished good, so that's going to go up here. Although, this might not be a bad idea. What if we put down a stockpile that is finished goods, but it's how can I do this? Backpacks, handwear, headwear. Yeah, it's not going to be tradable things, is what I'm thinking of. Splints, quivers, musical instruments, large gems, goblets. Well, we don't want goblets here. We want goblets in a different spot. Crutches. I don't know what the heck a codice is. Chain, armor. Okay, that should do it. So we're going to try having a separate finished goods stockpile, just to maybe help keep things clean. And kind of the opposite here. I'm going to do bracelets, amulets, codices, crowns, earrings, figurines. Maybe large gems should stay there. Rings, scepters, and toys and totems. So the opposite of what we had in the other location. I don't think we really want to always trade away. Yeah, that actually might help, because then if we see a finished goods bin, well, crap. And maybe if we label the stockpile, it's going to help us. So we'll call this trade goods. It's going to bother me that G is not capitalized, of course. And then down here, we're going to have other goods, I guess. We'll give it a shot. Again, just trying to think through organizing our fortress a little bit better. Oh boy, speaking of organization, can I do anything with this layer of sand? I know that's really random. I feel like this is like a maiden stuck on, like, it looks like a figurehead of an angel or something, a figurine on a ship. If I were to go straight up, like if I were to come here and go up a few tiles, I would be in the sand. I don't think... What I'm thinking about is I want to leave enough room for like my defensive, like we're going to have a line of defenses, I think, like right about here. And then if I come up behind that, like maybe up here, let's try this for a second. What I'm thinking is, if this entire level is all sand, this is it's very easy to mine out, and B, it's not going to leave any stone behind. So I can mine out this entire area and have a massive stockpile for stone and for wood. And it's still not inside the fortress, and our dwarves would still have to, run the gauntlet to bring it upstairs, but it might be at least a little bit closer. And it might be a way to kind of get rid of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be a way to get rid of the stone that's like deep in the fortress right now and kind of disorganized. God, we have so many freaking animals right now. Yeah, we're definitely going a little bit low on drinks. So thankfully, everyone's helping out. Everyone's pitching in to do the planting. A lot of grumpy people. Still a lot of grumpy dwarves. We're almost there getting fixed up here, though. Gypsum. How do we process gypsum? How do we make gypsum? Oh, wasn't there a cairn? A quern? I actually don't know how to pronounce that. That was a farming item that I never made. I did request to get it built, so we do have one. I think that's for milling down or grinding down things. Yeah, mechanic, farming, furnaces, clothing, and leather. Ooh, a hive. Vermin catcher shop. Tasty, tasty vermin. Colony of insects at your hive. A wild colony must be collected after the hive is placed, or colony can be split from an existing colony. This is kind of neat. I assume we have to have a hive built. Yeah, we have to have a hive built first. We'll get there. Wooden bin has been created. Lovely. We've just struck green jade. Nice, as it were. Probably want to go ahead and preemptively start constructing a new... yeah, we want to start constructing a new thing. What's this word called? A couple more of these vaults, these tombs. Just in case we have any more unfortunate accidents. I'm not saying that our dwarves are accident prone. I just am saying that sometimes I accidentally get my dwarves killed. So, I'm going to fill in this wall in this room. 1, 2, 3 in the wall. With more mudstone. If you think this is tedious, you should see me play A Tale in the Desert. It's a game where you pick up grass as an MMO. And then you let the grass dry. And then, my friends, and then you turn that grass into straw by drying it on a brick rack or a straw rack. And then you combine it with mud and sand, which you have to pick up, but you can pick it up in bulk in order to make bricks. I'm telling you, that game is addicting. There we go. This is what I was hoping for. My miners are hard at work, digging out a massive chasm of sand in order for me to eventually put down a massive storage pit for both wood and for stone. It'll be nice, though. I mean, like, instead of having to go all the way out here, all of the wood will be self-contained. So that is kind of helpful. What else can we check on? What else are people grumpy about? What do I do with gypsum? Make plaster powder. Got it. Great. How the heck do I make plaster powder? I feel like this is a crafty thing. You know what? A work order will tell us, because work orders have all the answers. Plaster powder. Okay, I don't know where it's done from, but by golly, we can make plaster powder. So I'm going to make that work order just to have a reason to get this gypsum off the floor. Oh my gosh. Well, now I'm starting to get the crash to desktop stuff pretty hardcore. That's a super big bummer, my friends. Many crashes fixed. Patch notes for 50.02. Yikes. Well, at least we got, again, almost a full episode. Unfortunately, this didn't save, so I think I just lost everything, which is mildly frustrating. That is a bummer. What's going on, my friends? What's going on with our patch notes here? Fixed an issue from a compressed menu list, e.g. workshop assignment on, I think it's something to do with widescreens. Interface pixel width thing. Stopped fishing from hugely amplifying creature agitation. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. All right, friends, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the episode here. We did get through a lot, but I don't entirely know if any of what we just did was saved. Thankfully, we didn't do a lot. I just organized some stuff and talked out loud a lot. So bear with me. I'll try to figure out where we stand here, and I'll come back to you in the next episode. And if we have to keep playing one episode per crash, we'll do it until someone fixes the issue. Thanks so much, friends. I'll catch you later. Take care.